This picture is not scary enough yet, so we're going to add some stuff. We're going to put a photo filter on here and change the color to a, hang on, I'm going to change it to a deep blue. And reset the density to 80. And that's a good start. It feels a lot more chilly, a little bit more scary going on there. But we're not done yet. We're going to put in a gradient here. So let's go to the gradient tool, and it's important that we double check to make sure that we have our black and white gradient here. And we're going to set this from not from foreground to background, but from foreground to transparent. In order to do this better, we're going to turn the rulers on so I can see where my mark is. And let's see, this is a linear gradient. That's great. I'm going to start about half an inch. I'm keeping an eye on my ruler over here. I'm going to start about half an inch above my image, and I'm going to paint into this image. So this does work destructively. I'm going to draw straight down, and I want to stop about 3/4 of the way in to the document. And basically we're just going to darken this down, just like that. And that's where we're going to leave that. Now we're going to open the curse.pdf, and we're going to borrow one of the layers here. We're going to actually two of the layers. We're going to borrow the Frankenstein guy, and we're going to borrow the title. So let's put these side by side, two up vertical, and we will get the move tool and go grab Frank. And in fact, we'll take both the Frank and the title over here, and we'll drop it into this image. And you'll notice that he's very washed out. Okay, now we've got this in here, so we don't have to worry about this. I'll just close this up. Okay, and that's because the layer that was selected was this one. And remember, any new layers that show up directly on top of what was selected. So what happens is adjustment layers always work on layers that are south, that are below it. So all we've got to do is just move these guys up and out of the way, and now Frank comes back into view. And we'll move these two guys. In fact, let's zoom out a little bit more. There we go. We'll move this over here a bit and get him close to the edge. And yes, I know his head is bleeding off the top, but we're going to leave it like that. And we will save this as a JPEG. We'll call this banner. And put it in Chapter 9. Leave it as a Photoshop document. Or you want to do JPEG? Let's do JPEG. Banner.jpg. Make sure it's maximum quality. And that's how we finish that up.